everyone, it's Christy. If you haven't noticed, I have not posted any videos on YouTube or had an online presence pretty much anywhere for several months. Some of you might have been happy about that. I'd say I'm sorry that I'm back to you, but I'm not. I'm really happy about, I'm going to be posting more videos and whatnot. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you guys all why I haven't had an online presence for a while. And quick warning is that I might cry because, quite frankly, it's really stressful for me to talk about this stuff. But yeah, if you've known me online, pretty much anywhere, you probably thought, oh yeah, she's single, because that's what she says. I am now, but that wasn't true for a really long time. I'd been in an extremely abusive relationship with a guy for about 6 years. It's hard to even begin telling you what I'd been through and stuff. I mean, he was physically abusive. Just to be able to post things online, I'd be putting on tons of makeup just to hide like bruises on my face and my arms and stuff. So that sucked a lot. Yeah, I actually ended up in the hospital a couple times. I had to get a CAT scan. I got stitches inside my mouth. If you recall, I told you guys it's because I fell down the stairs. I did not. Yeah, no, it's been pretty terrible. He didn't want me to be able to talk to my family. And one time he found out that I took a phone call from my mom. He actually literally destroyed the cell phone. It would not work. Like, it would destroy it into tiny little pieces, and started throwing dishes at me, which of course shattered all over the floor. He used to have me dress in men's clothes, really baggy men's clothes, to go out grocery shopping and wear like a brown wig and stuff. Not to mention, I really wasn't, like, he didn't want me to go out for any other reason than like to buy gas or to buy groceries or whatever. So that was pretty rough. I mean, half the time I felt like I had to give an explanation about why I walked our daughter to the park. So that's been pretty rough. Yeah. I mean, it turns out that he had borderline personality disorder. A lot of people don't realize that it's actually a disorder. When they hear borderline, they think, oh, it means, they almost have a personality disorder. No, borderline personality disorder is an actual disorder, and I think that affected his ability to deal with social situations and deal with other people very well. He was extremely jealous, and literally I was not allowed to talk to any man, like, even if it was like an old school friend on Facebook or something like that. He ended up having me delete my Facebook, and I was not allowed to have a Facebook. I mean, he was the only person I was allowed to text on the phone I had. It was an extremely rough time. He was extremely controlling. It's hard to go through and think of all the things that happened and whatnot. And yeah. I did end up calling the police on him twice. Obviously, the physical situations happened a lot more frequent than that, but he would always follow me around the house after an incident to make sure that I wasn't allowed to get near my cell phone. I wasn't able to call anybody. I would try to scream, and he would gag me so that I couldn't, so that none of our neighbors would hear anything happening. I guess the only thing I can say, like, ooh, consolation prize, is that he never actually sexually assaulted me. So, yay. I mean, I don't know. It was his idea for me to get breast implants. It was his idea for me to dye my hair super blonde. It was his idea for me to get into webcamming, to get into YouTube, to get into Twitch. And over the time that I've been offline, it took me a while to decide whether I wanted to go back to those things or not. I did end up realizing that, yeah, I do enjoy, being an online entertainer and whatnot. I really enjoy doing Twitch. I do actually enjoy doing YouTube. Um, it kind of makes me realize, like, this is Herbert, by the way. Kind of makes me realize that that's probably why none of the terrible shit that you guys post as comments ever phases me. I've been through worse. Doesn't mean shit to me. So, yeah. If you thought I left because of you people that don't like me, it's not true. It's because I've been in a really terrible situation. I did try to leave him once before. I mentioned that I'd called the police on him twice. And essentially what ended up happening is that it's really hard to get out of the cycle of abuse. It's really hard. And he convinced me that he would make it so that I never saw our daughter again. And she doesn't mean the world to me. So anyway, so that was extremely stressful, feeling like, if I didn't go back with him, that, I'd never see her again. Anyway, so that was the first time that I called the police on him, and I did end up back with him, unfortunately, because of that. Yeah. My online presence lately stopped at the end of March this year, and that's because that's when we had the situation happen again, and they arrested him from the house and stuff, so that was good. But then, of course, a couple of weeks later, I got information that he was going to try and fight me for custody, so that's more of what I've been dealing with as well, not just, recovering, getting out of the situation. I've been fighting to have custody of her, and I'm really glad to say that's over. He does get supervised visitation with her, but she's with me now, and I couldn't be more happy just to have him out of my life, because no one should have to deal with that crap. Yeah, so that's where I've been. That's what I've been dealing with for like a really long time. I gotta say, I feel so good not to be in that situation anymore, and if you're dealing with a situation like that, like, don't stay in a terrible relationship because you have a child. That your child doesn't deserve to see terrible things happen to you. Your child does not deserve to hear your partner calling, their parent names and stuff and hurting them. And so don't think that staying in a relationship like that is beneficial to your child. Like, your child needs to see their parent happy too. Anyway, yeah. So there, yeah, I cried. That's what I've been up to. Just recently moved to Ottawa with one of my besties ever, so that's been really good. Yeah, kind of creating a whole new life for myself and stuff, which is awesome. It's also been really stressful though, because I was really financially stable with him. We owned our house outright, paid off the mortgage and everything, and in order to get full custody, of my daughter to have the primary residence with her, I had to give that up. And it's not like, I mean, I would have given up literally every cent that I had. But, you know, it's just been really hard because, like, it's a lot of extra strain on my life as well. Yeah, I don't know how to end this. I'll be posting more videos and stuff. Missed you guys. Looking forward to doing Twitch streams and whatnot, so I'll see you there. I'm not gonna tell you to like and subscribe because it's kind of not really a video for that. Yeah, have a good one. I'll post more videos. Miss y'all.